Hi. Good morning. I'm just sitting here a little 5 minutes before we start. Well, 3 minutes before we start now. Just allowing everybody to arrive. Just might use the time to settle in, get really comfy, find your most comfortable meditation posture, whether that's sitting on a chair or lying on the bed, lying on the floor, sitting on a cushion, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter as long as you're alert and comfortable. And if you're not alert, if you're a bit sleepy, that's okay as well. Good morning, Sangaketu. Good to have you with us. And Mancha, Namo Buddhai, Jai Bim. Good to see you. And Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. It's a bit cooler this morning. For me, that's very welcome. It's very hot yesterday, wasn't it? In York, anyway. And just wait a little bit longer. There's usually a rush round about 7. Oh, welcome to everybody who's just joined us. Good morning, Sarah. Lots of lovely emojis coming from Mancha. Good morning, Graham. Welcome to you too. Just wait a little bit longer. Good morning, Alex. Good to see you here this morning. Down there in Sheffield. So we've got Sheffield, Blackburn, well, Chorley, I guess, York, India. We're all over the place this morning. Wonderful. The wonder of Zoom and, well, it's not Zoom, the wonder of Facebook. Getting my technology mixed up. The wonder of Facebook and YouTube. Good morning, Jenny. Good to see you. Okay, well, we'll begin. Today we're going to do, as usual on a Thursday, a practice that I call giving and receiving. Well, it's not my name; it's the name of Tonglen, which is the Tibetan practice. But this is my variation of that practice. And yeah, so it's all about being connected with others. It's all about interconnection. We tend to go around thinking that we're separate, don't we? And we become absorbed in our own little world, and yet we're not separate. We're not separate at all from the whole of the world. Everything that happens in the world has an effect on us, one way or another. And I was just thinking this morning. I was sitting listening to the rain coming down, and the tuneful little sounds coming from the drain pipe as the water runs down it into the drain. And just rejoicing in the dampness and the coolness of the morning after the heat of yesterday. And it's truly wondrous how everything keeps changing and how all that change is happening all the time. And it's happening with others as well, of course. We're changing, our mental states are changing, our body physically is changing. And we depend so much on the world around us, and the world around us is affected so much by how we act in the world. So this practice this morning is about being aware of that. Really, it's about rejoicing in a way in the love and the kindness and the beauty of the universe, and just opening ourselves up to something greater than ourselves, opening ourselves up to a sense of goodness, benevolence in the universe, which I truly believe is there. A lot of Buddhists actually would personify this goodness in the universe with a particular Buddha figure. It might be somebody called Amitabha, who is the Buddha of love and represents the quality of compassion and love in the universe and acceptance. But if we're not Buddhist, then it's just good to open up to the benevolence of the universe and the love that is abounding there all the time. And that might sound a bit odd, but if we can have this kind of positive attitude to life, to the world around us, to the universe, then it really helps us to stay in a good state of mind. It helps our mental states to be positive. So in this meditation, we're going to assume or believe, if we can, that the universe is kind and benevolent, and we're going to soak that up using our in-breath, and then we're going to help it to heal the wounds within ourselves, to help us feel complete and whole and happy. And then once that's happened, we're going to give it away again. We're going to give it away to all other beings. We're going to pass it on through the universe. So that's the idea, but I'll lead us through it anyway, so you don't have to remember all that. So just to say good morning to Helen, to Karen, Philippa, and Joanne, and Sophie. Oh, Sophie down in Brighton with a very naughty kitten. So we're all over the place today, which is great, fantastic. And I've got a poem which is really suitable for today, I think. It's again, it's Mary Oliver, my favourite. I read a lot of Mary Oliver, and it's very apt because it's about rain. When we think about the heat yesterday, and it was getting to a point where, for me anyway, it was just too much. And then this morning, as I said earlier, suddenly it's cooler and damper and quite beautiful in a completely different way to sunshine. So this is called Lingering in Happiness, and it's about rain. After rain, after many days without rain, it stays cool, private and cleansed under the trees, and the dampness there married now to gravity, falls branch to branch, leaf to leaf, down to the ground, where it will disappear, but not, of course, vanish except to our eyes. The roots of the oaks will have their share, and the white threads of the grasses and the cushion of moss, a few drops, round as pearls, will enter the mole's tunnel. And soon so many small stones, buried for 1,000 years, will feel themselves touched. Okay, good morning, Graham. Good to see you. And welcome to everybody who's joining us on catch up on the recording. You're very welcome too. So we'll begin with our meditation now. So maybe taking a few deep breaths to begin with. Just settling in. Just relaxing as much as we can, relaxing mentally, relaxing physically. Just noticing any thoughts that arise and not fighting with them, not trying to stop them, just letting them come and go as they wish. And bringing our attention to our bodies. What do you feel like this morning in your body? In your feet, in your legs, your hips, the whole of the back of the body. What's that feeling like? And the whole of the front of the body. Noticing the face, particularly the forehead. Are you frowning? Just letting the forehead relax. Letting the skin on the face relax as well, letting it drop. It's not holding the face in any way. And if there's any parts of the body that are feeling a bit tight or tender, stiff, not trying to push any unpleasant feeling away, just embracing it really, embracing any discomfort in the body, giving it love, looking after it, softening it, helping it to be okay. Noticing the contact with whatever you're sitting or lying on. And you notice the sensations there. Contact with whatever you're sitting or lying on. And the sense of gravity pulling you down, keeping you grounded. Can you feel that? And just giving up your weight to this force of gravity, letting it hold you, letting the earth hold you for the next 25 minutes. So we've got nothing to do and nowhere to go. We're just going to notice a few things, sitting or lying here. And we begin with noticing the breath coming and going. You might notice the upper body expanding and contracting. And that's got a very soothing feel. Just allowing yourself to become absorbed as much as you can with the movement of the chest as you breathe in and breathe out. So to begin this meditation, we're just going to simply follow each out-breath, right from the beginning, right to the end of each one. And each out-breath is an opportunity to relax. As we breathe out, the shoulders drop and the body is ready to relax. So allowing that to happen, not holding ourselves back. On each out-breath, just relaxing, just letting go. And then letting go a little bit more. Just noticing the whole of the length of each out-breath. You might imagine you're kind of surfing down each out-breath or skiing down each out-breath. Not trying too hard, not making too much effort, just relaxing, following each out-breath. And each time you breathe out, you might imagine that you're breathing into spaciousness, breathing into open space. And as you breathe into this open space, it grows bigger. The open space grows all around you, in front, behind, at each side, below and above is all open space. And the more you breathe into it, the vaster it becomes. Until we're breathing into this vast, boundaryless, infinite space all around us. And we can imagine that this space is full of peace and serenity, full of love and kindness. So we're going to follow the in-breath now. We're going to breathe in this loving kindness from this vast space around us, from the universe. With each in-breath, breathing in a little more peace and serenity, love and kindness, breathing it deep into our bodies with each in-breath. Each in-breath warm and positive, full of healing, love and kindness. And with each breath we can imagine, we can feel it having an effect. We can feel ourselves being looked after, being cared for. We can feel our bodies and our minds being healed. With each in-breath, our difficulties seem to recede, our worries, our pain, and instead we feel safe and loved and cared for. The love of the universe filling the whole of our being. So we'll just enjoy this for a while. Just soak it up. And noticing the effect that this loving kindness is having on us. Noticing that we feel better, we feel more nourished, perhaps. We feel more contented. Happier. And just really enjoying the sense of loving kindness that we're breathing in. So now, having looked after ourselves, we're going to look after others. So continuing to breathe in the love and kindness from the universe, from this vast space, we're now going to breathe it out. And to begin with, we can breathe it over those people that we know that are maybe close to us that need help. People that we know, or a person that we know who might be suffering, might have great difficulties, might be in pain, who for some reason needs our help. So we're breathing the loving kindness over them, giving them whatever it is they need, helping them to feel better, helping them to cope. Breathing in this loving kindness from the universe and breathing it out over someone who we know that needs it. Allowing the loving kindness of the universe to permeate every molecule of their being, helping them, giving them what they need. And as we breathe this loving kindness over them, at least in our imagination, we can see them responding. We can see them feeling better, feeling cared for, feeling happier. So just enjoying the benefits that we're giving them. That we're passing on from the vast spaciousness of the universe. So now we can broaden out our giving, breathing the loving kindness over the whole world, over all our fellow human beings, wherever they are, whatever their circumstances, young and old, rich and poor, sick and healthy, those being born and those who are dying, breathing our loving kindness over every one of them, giving them what they need, helping them in whatever way they need help. And as we do this, we can see them responding, in our imagination at least. We can see some of the pain disappearing. We can see joy appearing, and contentment and happiness. And we can go even further. We can breathe our loving kindness over the whole of nature, over the whole of the living world, all animals and birds, all insects, all creatures, all living beings, just doing their best to live their lives. Breathing loving kindness over every one of them, giving them what they need. And noticing them responding in our imagination. And finally, breathing our loving kindness over the earth itself, over all the rainforests, the woods, the hedgerows, the fields, the deserts, the mountains and the valleys, over the seas and the oceans, over the ice caps and the glaciers, breathing care and loving kindness for the earth itself, taking care of it. And sensing that this is useful, that this has an effect, that the earth is responding. So as we near the end of the meditation, letting go of all effort now, just sitting for the last couple of minutes with your experience, just noticing whatever is there in your experience, not pushing anything away, not grabbing hold of anything, just letting it be. After rain, after many days without rain, it stays cool, private and cleansed, under the trees. And the dampness there, married now to gravity, falls branch to branch, leaf to leaf, down to the ground, where it will disappear, but not, of course, vanish except to our eyes. The roots of the oaks will have their share, and the white threads of the grasses and the cushion of moss. A few drops, round as pearls, will enter the mole's tunnel. And soon so many small stones, buried for 1,000 years, will feel themselves being touched. Well, I hope that was helpful and good for you, pleasant. Hope you enjoyed that. That's it for this morning. I won't be here tomorrow, of course. Joe will be here tomorrow. Joanne will be here doing loving kindness meditation. Thank you to Sangha Ketu for doing yesterday, and for Joe for doing Monday and Tuesday. I think Kate will be back on Monday. I'll be here Tuesday and Thursday. Sangha Ketu on Wednesday and Joe on Friday. So do join us then if you can. And great to have you with us. Just lovely to do this meditation each morning. Yeah. Oh, and we've got... Yes. No, sorry. I was misreading something. Great. Hope you enjoyed that anyway. So that's it for now. And see you again when I see you again. And in the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, and lots of love to you. Bye for